getting crowded over here now.
It is. These motherfuckers need to start paying rent. Chip in.
At least BYOB, man.
Let me guess. Thy next foe is the one who is right next to the
Super
one before.
Macho Man. Soda Popinski.
Soda Popinski. That would be a hilarious theme if you just start fighting the Colossus and the Soda Popinski theme starts playing. Alright. In the city. A
The
destroyed,
sun
deserted
shines on the
city.
bay.
So that would be, fixing the city, I guess. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Back that way. Where you at? There we go. Alright, so maybe we just have two Colossi left. Is that the bridge? Are those poles marking the bridge? Get across. They are. Okay.
And we're getting close.
I want it noted for the record that had I not been playing this on an LP, that last Colossus, I would have just totally stood there and plinked him with arrows until he was dead. Like, surefire kill, you know, 2 in the hands worth 1 in the bush. I don't think I said that right.
You definitely did not.
It came out and then I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What I'm saying is double fist your beer.
If at first you don't succeed, do unto others.
Remember, you are the common denominator to all your failed relationships.
I sure am.
That is actually one I say a lot. That is actually one I believe in, too. Look at your own house before accusing others. Alright.
Yes, Sonic Twitter.
Exactly. You know what? We don't even have to explain that, because it'll probably... Sonic Twitter will probably have fucked up again, and the time between we record this and it airs.
Sonic Twitter is easily the best thing to happen to Sonic since Sonic CD.
Okay, we didn't actually have a Colossus in here.
No.
So...
We wandered around a good bit, but...
I don't think I determined a way to cross in here. Okay, the horse has its own mind, but that's fine. Alright, and again, I don't think as we wandered around here I ever determined a way inside here to cross, so I'm gonna go out and around. Imagine if they put the creativity of the Sonic Twitter account to actually making a Sonic game.
Hmm.
This isn't the one I came in, right? Or is it? No, I don't think it is. It's the one that goes around.
Instead of doing another lame-ass Mario and Sonic at whatever this year's Olympics is, they should do like a Sonic and Mario, Paper Mario style RPG.
I've yet to play that. I think I picked it up, I didn't actually play it. Okay, wait a minute. We were here before. Damn you, light. Okay.
Might be able to, like, jump and swing around there.
I think that's what we did last time. 'Cause this is a boss area. That's where we fought the flying guy.
Yep.
Or no. This was the guy we had to walk into things.
There's been a lot of that lately.
Okay. Oh, this is a path?
Sure is. Get some shine on here.
I mean, yellow means I'm closer, right?
Yeah. And that's definitely pointing that way, so.
Alright, it's the water, I guess.
Enjoy!
I'm not, John. There's no joy. Because I just feel like this was a boss arena. Are they gonna reuse a arena twice? That seems weird.
Just really feel like you're spending this entire Let's Play saying, I'd really rather be playing Dark Souls.
Well, I already did tell you I plan on, after this, playing Dark Souls a bit. Doing the Dark Souls 2 DLC run.
I mean, you may as well.
Also, I'm interested to try out, like, how does this go when you know the game you're playing? There's, you know, we've talked a little bit about it on the show, and hell, you know, maybe nobody's watching right now. Odds are good nobody's watching. As far as, like, keeping conversation going while discerning, like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? What's going on in the game? Like, that constantly interrupts. But if you're playing a game, it's like, oh yeah, I know this game. Like, here, check this out. Watch this. This is cool. This is a cool bit. And then go back to your talking. I'm kind of curious to see what that feels like, you know, as we find whatever our groove is. Before we just break down and start playing Xbox Live indie games.
Not to mention we can display some level of competency.
Well, I think I've been quite impressive on this playthrough.
I mean, aside from being completely unable to mount a horse, you've done quite well.
Well, as anyone knows, like, the horse is actually unmountable, and I've sort of elite hacked it to even get on the horse. Most players never rode the horse in this game. You can check that out on
in the Bible.
The top 10 things you didn't know about this game on We Want Clicks at youtube.com. Damn it. That's not over there. That's get up and around over there. Really certain of that.
Yep.
And it's like, am I in for a penny, in for a pound? I'm just gonna fucking swim over there for nothing to happen?
Probably. Either that or, you know, you load state and go back to the beginning.
I've got a couple of, PS1 and PS2 games I've been eyeing, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking playing those through an emulator. Because for one, I was just thinking about the capture. So I bought, all of the, Kingsfield series. And I've already played through Kingsfield 1, and we could do it in like a single recording session. It's like 3 hours once you know where you're going, and running around. And it's kind of cool because it's like, this is the very first From Software game, and damned if it isn't like a Souls game in many fucking ways. And that's just really cool because it's like came out in '93. They had to note somebody at Sony because they were there. They were a launch title with Sony. I'm wondering if I can get on off. If I can get out of the water on this side and just continue around. I'm hoping yes. My gut says no. Weird crazy talk.
My gut also says no, that's crazy talk.
Because it looks like that's a bridge I should get up on.
Probably.
And ride across. Somehow. Some way. Somewhere.
Somehow.
Out there.
Beneath the pale moonlight.
Dude, I have a giant stuffed plushie of Feifel Mouskowitz, and I don't know why. Like, I don't remember getting it as a kid. I don't know who thought that was like... I mean, I saw an American Tail, but I wasn't like, hey, buy me that instead of another Ninja Turtle or Voltron. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This seems like a bad moment. This is a bad situation. Okay.
Good job by you getting out of that.
Alright. So no. The answer is... wait. There's a spot of grass over there, John.
So there is.
Let's try some... I regret nothing. Oh, I don't think that was going to be the way anyway.
You died.
So, the thing about playing these old PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games,
yeah,
is the control schemes suck. You know? So, it's a 3D game for Kingsfield 1.
Right.
But it's of the era where...
Prior to the analog stick.
Yeah. Well, there's analog sticks on a PlayStation 1 controller, right?
Not at the beginning. They weren't introduced until later.
Oh, okay.
And games that were made before then are not
okay, so that explains it, because it has use R1 to raise and or L1 to lower the camera.
Yeah. Type
thing. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Except the parts where you made the gameplay dependent upon quickly aiming the camera up or down.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, this game probably was an 8-hour game.
If you could reassign those
and you can reassign those in an emulator.
Yeah, to functions on an analog stick.
And then I found out you can just rip a PlayStation game with your CD drive.
Yeah.
There's no encryption involved. There's nothing. You just stick it in, copy ISO, and then the emulator's playing it. So, since it's that easy to play on an emulator, that solves, like, how do you capture it problem. Oh, you know what? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. No. Okay. I was gonna say, is it time to try to get on that bridge?
I would say yes.
You think yes?
Yeah, why not?
The big bridge?
Yeah, why not? We only got like 2 more Colossi. We're gonna have to use that thing sometime.
Okay. I can't quite see the bridge. Oh yeah, there it is over there. You know, it's not quite connecting to it though. I don't know. I was assuming I could not get on this bridge yet though. I was assuming like something has to open up for me to get in that area in the back.
I think that the landscape changes, if I remember correctly.
Not the landscape, but that long tower in the back area. I was sort of assuming that that would open up at the top, and then that's how I would get on that. Although, maybe I just climb that? And then look, I'm taking the horse up there, that's for sure.
Seems unlikely.
But yeah, taking Kingsfield, you know, as it was meant to be played, or as it was written, is a ridiculous task. But remapping that on an emulator, is that a climbable wall? I don't think so. I think it's just a green wall. Okay, there's definitely a spot where I get up onto this path. This is not going to be it, but we're gonna... I have no confidence that this is gonna...
Maybe you go inside?
You think it starts from the inside?
I mean, there's a place to go inside, so... Oh. Here. Well. Oh yeah, if you go up the stairs in the back, wasn't there There's like...
There's a door and it was closed.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think that opened. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and then hug the left once I get across here, and see if I don't find a path up. But yeah, it totally does on the emulator. Cause I was like, hey, we've talked about it before. I need to see if it exists, and lo and behold, it exists. And number 2 exists, and number 3 exists. Blade video games. There was a game for every movie.
Seriously?
Yes. And the first one was released on Game Boy Advance, and is a side-scrolling beat-em-up.
Of course it is.
It looks like a Double Dragon knockoff. That was like, oh, we got a license, slot Blade on the main character, call it a day. Like, I did find a screenshot with the photo of Whistler telling you something. So I'm like, okay, it at least vaguely ties into the movie. And all of them were movie tie-ins, so they're all gonna suck. There's just no chance that a movie tie-in game from the 90s is gonna be any good. And then there was a Blade 2, which is a 3D game. It looks like a 3D environment where you're running around with Blade. That actually looks somewhat interesting. And then there's a Trinity game, but I couldn't find any screenshots of it, and that's concerning. I think it was also PlayStation 2. I think all of these were PlayStation games. So I will probably track them down. You know, it's probably a $1.95 for each one of these. You know, pristine, unopened, of course. Because none of them look like games. Oh, and there also was a Blade game that was canceled based on the Quake engine.
Alright.
And it looked like shite. The screenshots, everything that had leaked or whatever got out about it.
Yeah.
And guess what? That wasn't a path.
Sure wasn't. That was a rock.
I was trolled by the mountain.
Alright, well when we come back, we'll try and make some headway in finding the penultimate Colossus.
I don't think it's a penultimate Colossus. I think there's a hidden Colossus.
Like a 17th Colossi.
Well, I think we're not even at... Alright, you know what? We'll talk about it next episode.
17th Colossi Squire.